All right, guys, good evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Our kids' sing is going to probably be a little bit shorter today. I have news. I have a new card, but I've not finished printing them. I've got them printed, but I've got them laminated. Just have to cut them out and get them to you guys. So we'll make it a little bit shorter tonight and try to just memorize the first three, okay? First three, and we'll sing a few songs. So let's start with our books of the Bible. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd Kings, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Song of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentations, Ezekiel and Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Micah, Nahum, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, Malachi. All right, great job. Books of the New Testament. See some visitors back there. Good to see you, boys. If there's a young lady, I don't mean to overlook her. I see the few of boys, though. All right. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Acts and letter to the Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians and Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, 1st and 2nd Thessalonians, 1st and 2nd Timothy, Titus and Philemon, Hebrews, James, 1st and 2nd Peter, 1st and 2nd and 3rd John, Jude and Revelation. All right. How many of you guys have, well, I bet you do. How many of you have that song memorized? You could sing it every single time we're ever here. Hey, that's good, Brantley, good. All right, because if you've got that song memorized, guess what you have memorized? The books of the Bible. All right, so what's really great, you guys, is this quarter, we're going to be working on the Old Testament ones, okay? And I'll probably chunk that even. We're not going to do all 39 books of the Old Testament, but what we'll end up doing, probably I'll try to set the goal of maybe 20 of them. We'll try to set the goal of 20 of those for this time around, and you'll hang on to this card when you get it on Wednesday. I'll have it for you on Wednesday. We're ready to go. Just got to cut them. So, all right. So we'll sing a song here, and I'll introduce you to the first one, okay? That one's pretty easy, the book of Genesis, all right? So we'll talk about that in just a second. Let's sing. Jesus loves the little children, all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus loves the little children of the world. Jesus died for all the children of the world. Red and yellow, black and white, they are precious in his sight. Jesus died for all the children of the world. All right. So our first book of the Old Testament, I'm going to go through 3 today, Genesis, is the book of beginnings. So all of these themes, all the themes are going to have one word focus, okay? One word focus. So one word, beginnings. So I say Genesis and you guys say beginnings. Are you ready? Genesis. Beginnings. Good. Genesis. Beginnings. All right. Great job. Why is that easy to remember? Anybody want to guess? It does mean beginning. Good job. Genesis means beginning. What's another reason it's really, really easy to remember? Brantley? It's the first book of the Bible. It's the beginning, right? Very easy to remember. Genesis? Good job. All right, let's sing another song. It isn't any trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. Oh, it isn't any trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. Whenever you're in trouble, it will vanish like a bubble if you only take the trouble just to S-M-I-L-E. It isn't any trouble just to ha-ha-ha-ha laugh. Oh, it isn't any trouble just to ha-ha-ha-ha laugh. Whenever you're in trouble, it will vanish like a bubble if you only take the trouble just to ha-ha-ha-ha laugh. P-R-A-Y. What's that spell? Good. All right, here we go. It isn't any trouble just to P-R-A-Y pray. It isn't any trouble just to P-R-A-Y pray. Whenever you're in trouble, it will vanish like a bubble if you only take the trouble just to P-R-A-Y pray. All right, book number 2. What's my second book of the Old Testament? Exodus. Good. And for this one, we're going to memorize, big word, but it's not too bad, I think, deliverance. Deliverance. Can you guys say deliverance? All right, good job. So if you ever order, any of your parents ever order a pizza? Yeah? You ever had it delivered to your house? That's deliverance. Except for who was delivered in the Old Testament from Egypt? The Israelites. Very good. And so deliverance is about the Exodus, where the Israelites were delivered by God from a bad Pharaoh and from being mistreated and being slaves in Egypt to then being set free and going into Sinai. All right, so let's go ahead and sing another song after I ask you one more time. Genesis. Beginnings, good. All right, Exodus. Oh, I didn't really feel you on that one too well. All right, Genesis. Good. Exodus. Deliverance. Much better, much better. All right, and our third song. A centurion soldier marched up to Jesus and said, "Your servant is so terribly ill." Jesus said he'd come quickly, but the soldier replied, "Just say the word and I know that he will be all right. For I too am a man under authority. I say come, and they come. I say go, and they go. I too am a man under authority. Just say the word, and I know he'll be healed as I go." Jesus then marveled, "I've never seen faith like his in all Israel in all of my days." The soldier knew the secret of Jesus' ways, and his servant was healed when that centurion said that. I too am a man under authority. I say come, and they come. I say go, and they go. I too am a man under authority. I say the word, and I know he'll be healed as I go. All right, book number 3. Genesis was beginnings. Exodus was? Good. And Leviticus is holiness. Everybody, Leviticus? Holiness. You guys know what holy means? Anybody? What's that mean? Interesting. All right, so I like to think of the word holiness. First of all, a lot of us think of the phrase set apart, different, right? Holy is different. But also think of holiness as, you ever get water out of the water faucet and drink water? Your parents ever make you drink water? Yep. Is it clean water? Does it look pretty good? You can see through it, see your hand if you had a clear glass cup? It's clean, right? That's pure, clean water. That's like holiness to us. We want to be pure and we want to be clean. And the only one that can make us that is who? It's God, right? And God is pure and he is clean. He's like clean water. But what do you think evil and sin and wickedness is like? Yes, mucky water. That's right. Disgusting water. Like after the rain we all got over the last couple days. If you were to go outside and you were to scoop up water out of a puddle in the dirt, would that have been very clean water? No, muddy, mucky. It was a good word back there. All right. So holiness is not mucky. Holiness is clean and it's pure, and that's what we want to be in God's eyes. If we follow him, he can make us that, right? All right. So what do we say when we say Leviticus? Holiness. All right. Rewind. Genesis, Exodus, deliverance, and Leviticus. All right. Good job. Let's answer a couple questions. What is true success, young fellow here?
Living your life and going to heaven.
Good job, Grayson. All right. Living your life, going to heaven. What is true failure?
Living your life and not going to heaven.
And everybody in this section, what is God's plan for marriage? All right. Good job. Next time, I expect a little more energy from you guys. That was. You're not inspiring any of these young people to ever want to get married if that's the way we act. All right. And when I grow up, I want to marry a. Good. All right. Let's try that one more time. You guys need to wake up. We just gotta wake up a little bit. When I grow up, I want to marry a. There we go. That sounded more optimistic. All right, let's go back to our seats, singing Galatians 2:20 and prepare for worship. I am crucified with Christ, nevertheless I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me, and the life which I
Good evening. Welcome to the evening worship service at the Jacksonville Church of Christ. We're so glad you chose to be here with us tonight to worship God. Let's begin with number 15S, I Will Call Upon the Lord. After this song, we'll have our opening prayer. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from my enemy. You know the Lord liveth, and blessed be the rock, and let the God my salvation be exalted.
Father, as we approach thy throne of grace,